Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of If You Know You Know, the podcast where we talk about the stuff y'all niggas scared to. As always, we got my producer Rima here. Court is not on the screen today. He's just being big producer and wants to be in picture. So y'all can't see him, but we can. And I know y'all see my girl. I know y'all see her. Not Paris, not London, but Milan motherfucking Moody is in the building today. Thank you so much for coming on the show. How you been, my girl?
Child, it's been a whirlwind.
It sounds like we about to get into some shit.
That boy that I came with last night, we like this morning.
Don't even give it to the people yet. Don't give it to the people yet. We about to do a quick week recap. My week was pretty simple. I definitely popped outside every day this weekend. Baby, the 35 and older, how y'all doing it? Because mama tired. I walked downstairs and was like, why do my legs hurt? Why are my ankles hurting? Because your girl thought she was making a stallion. That's what it was. The knees worked, but baby, I'm
the body is though.
Thank you. But Milan was trying to get into Jump the Gun, but one of the events we went to this weekend was Love Jones by Cabela Events. And when I tell you, chef's kiss, baby, chef's kiss. It gave Adele, it gave Grown and Sexy, it gave like, for real, Love Jones. If y'all never seen the movie, please end the pod now and go watch it. But it gave like Black excellence at the same time. The people came out. Baby, I loved seeing all the women, all the men looking good, okay? And Milan was one of them. Looking good, okay? Rima and Court were also in attendance. Rima worked, kind of. But Court was my date.
Not too much on me. I was working. Not too much on me.
Amazing time. Yes, because girl, go on Cabela Events. Shout out to Sunny. Go on the Cabela Events Instagram page, and you're gonna see Rima all up and through.
That's AI.
Baby, when that dance floor opened up, Rima came live.
That was AI.
I thought I had Megan Thee, but Rima thought it was 2001. That girl was out there acting a fool. But I love to see it because, baby, great event. Great event.
Like I said.
If y'all, would you say Rima?
That was AI, like I said.
Okay.
That was Rima.
Yeah.
Don't let her lie to y'all. But if y'all have never been to a Cabela event, please, I encourage y'all. I beg of you, go buy a ticket to something. Because every event I've ever been to has been Sunny be doing her big one. And I love that for her as another Black woman. Shout out to you again, Sunny. But yeah, y'all, we're going to go down the line like normal. Quick week recap, and then we'll get into it.
Who, me?
Oh. You on the line? Whoever want to go.
It's just been a busy week. I feel like I've been working a lot, trying to attend events, create content. You know, I want the content to pay the bills. Because having to go to my regular job and then do this for free, not this, but other stuff, videos, recording, editing, and all that for free.
Where's the coins?
I'm tired, Grandpa.
Just give me my money, please and thank you. Please and thank you.
But Love Jones was cute. I had a ball per usual. It was romantic. I went the year before, and I feel like this year was just excellent. No complaints.
It was a lot of couples in there. And just a quick side note. So when you first entered Love Jones, there was 3 different color bracelets for single, taken, or it's complicated. The blue was for single, the green was for it's complicated, and I believe the red was for taken.
I think so.
Yeah, your girl had on blue. Milan, what color was your bracelet?
Blue.
Okay, team blue. Rima, what color was yours?
I wasn't wearing a bracelet. I didn't know anything about the color bracelets.
Damn.
No.
Mm.
And if I did know, I probably still wouldn't have put one on. It didn't go with my outfit. I was wearing brown.
I didn't go with
blue,
fit.
green, red, nothing.
No, it didn't go with the fit. Well, I'll let y'all know Courtney's was green.
It
y'all put 2 and 2 together on y'all own. But Milan, it definitely, I would agree that it was romantic. There was a lot of couples. I didn't see too many blue bracelets. The blues, I need y'all to come out. Blues, come on
The
outside.
girlies was upset. All my homegirls was like, "Yeah, girl, I don't see no man for real." And I was like,
Because they weren't
"They
in,
here,
they were
guys."
there, but they were snatched up and locked down. So, it wasn't that many men in there. However, like I said, everybody looked good. Like, I was just looking like, oh my God, like they came out and they showed out.
Mm-hmm.
Again, if y'all never been to a Cabela event, please pop out because we outside for the grown and sexy events only, not the French stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Or
The next one is Rose Day Party, May 9th.
very
Oh,
good.
good to know the date. Let me put that in
Yeah,
my
very good.
calendar.
But we just want to jump right into it. Rima, did you want a quick recap or you good?
Nah, I'm chilling, baby.
Y'all, y'all know Rima by now.
You
Y'all
over
know
here
this.
on the home front.
Yeah. So this is for you, Milan. We're gonna do a quick rapid fire or a quick glance game. It just gives the people a quick little into your life, who you are, what you do, what you get into, all those things. Okay. 3 seconds or less. Answer, please. Because the first answer. All right. So, soft life or hustle life?
Both. It's like a balance.
Situationship. Okay, 6, 7. Situationship survivor or relationship lover?
Relationship lover.
Okay.
I
Biggest
love
green flag
love.
in a partner?
Transparency and
Shout out to
money.
it. And money. That's also green. So yeah, gotta keep the money. One thing people always misunderstand about you.
People think I'm mean for some reason. I think because I like have a mean mug, but I'm actually really sweet. I'll be like, oh,
Yeah,
hi.
I get the mean thing, not from you, but I get the same thing. Like they were like, I'm sweet as pie, okay, but you got to talk to me to know that. Rima,
Mm-hmm.
fix your face, please. I did very good at Love Jones yesterday, okay? Very
Yeah,
good.
you actually did. You did. You actually
I
did.
was mingling and all the things. I'm getting better by the day. Don't judge me. Um, love language you pretend isn't important, but secretly is.
Uh, Damn. What are the love languages? Oh, gifts.
Oh, okay. Gift giving or is it receiving?
Receiving. I mean, I like to give gifts. That and acts of service. Acts of service,
Okay.
it really matters.
Not mad at that. Toxic trait that you're working on. I don't know. Are you? Boo?
Clingy. I think I'm just clingy. So I'm
I
gonna
mean,
be
but if you
playing the
love your boo, why
nonsense.
you should be able to cling to him sometimes, and then not. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Last time you cried, whether happy or sad tears.
This morning. Yeah.
Okay. Text back fast or play it cool.
I be forgetting because of my ADHD.
So that means she ain't text you back right away. When she remembers, she will text you
But if I like you, I'll be checking my phone.
back. All right,
But
little
but
stalker.
the number be on mute, so I don't see the notification.
Wait, pause. If you like them, their number be on mute, so you don't
So
want to know that they're texting you.
yep, I swipe over. The bell is silent, so then I can play it cool. And then the text
Okay.
come in, and I'll be like, I'm gonna wait. You know,
Nah, I can't agree, but okay. Biggest lesson love has taught you.
don't waste people's time.
Very good. And the last one word your ex would use to describe you.
Loving and a little crazy,
Okay, that was 2 words.
but
That
loving,
she honest.
loving.
Look, it's honest. You can't have love without a little crazy. Just saying. Okay, so we got a video for y'all today. I'm gonna cue the video, pay some bills, do some things. Y'all watch the video, and then we're gonna jump right into it. One moment, please.
How can I make my boyfriend understand that it is wrong to like women's posts and stories on IG?
Yeah, see, I can't stand that. Men, if you got a girl, like that picture in your mind, because it's really not even about the fact that that girl is now getting your energy. This is the thing about women. This is how terrible we are, okay? What women do is we as women will see a man in a relationship and we want to know how much of a relationship is he really in? How good to her is he really? Does he really love her? And then they'll say things like, "Oh, he was liking all my pictures. Oh, he's still all up in my DMs. Oh, he's still sending me heart eyes." And it just makes your girl look like a clown. Okay? It's giving an opportunity for other women, and trust me, the same way that men talk, women talk, okay?
Yeah.
For women to get around and talk about your girl and make her sound like a lame and a loser, and that the person.
Okay, did it just cut my video? I believe it did. Not sure why it did that. But we kind of got the basis of the video. Can we agree? Where's my people? Yeah, that's not working, Court. Yeah, we all look really small, and I don't see Milan. Mhm. Yeah, it's not doing that for me. Technical. There we go. Thank God. Thank God we can clip that out. Perfect. Thank you. Yeah, that was annoying actually just now. Thank you, producer. But ladies, did we get the gist of the video? Because I'm not sure why it cut out a little early, but it did. You know, again, we're finding our footing in this, pod world, content creating world. Which, speaking of, Milan, I didn't ask, how is it being a content creator?
Girls lie. I'm grateful for it because it's helped with my confidence, self-esteem, my drive and ambition. I've met some amazing women and just have built some great friendships. But I have learned to maybe not make everybody my friend, but I like that's
Mhm.
how I lead. So I mean, I've had some people do some shady stuff, which I don't love. But it is a job and you have to be consistent or you have to show up. So it has helped me show up for myself. And just show me like what I'm passionate about, like helping people, meeting people, networking. Um and honestly, actually Kabila events kind of like started that for me. Like I always knew I wanted to do it. And I attended her events, just like, spent my money. And then the creator opportunity opened up and I didn't even think I was gonna get picked. And I got picked and that just got the ball rolling for me. And I love it. I love it. I just wanna make money.
Okay. Love that for you. And I definitely have to co-sign that because even starting the pie, like the pie wasn't a thing that I was like, what? But I went on Rima and Court's Pie, which is RCC. Make sure y'all follow RCC as well. And I think I was on like 2 or 3 episodes, and the people were just like, yeah, she needs her own show. And they presented it to me, and I'm like, okay. Like, very, like, whatever. And then, if you know, you know what's born. And consistency was a little bit of a struggle in the beginning, but
Yeah.
shout out to us because we're doing it. Like we're doing it consistently now, so I love that for me. But definitely boosts my confidence. Definitely kind of like gets me out there more because I may seem like super bubbly, happy go lucky, but baby, I'm low key shy. Like low key shy, leave me alone. But with this, ain't got no room to do that. Gotta be seen, gotta be heard, gotta be all the things. But yeah, if y'all are not following Milan, please go do so. Milan, let the people know where they can follow you.
You can follow me on Instagram at MS Milan Moody. And y'all can follow me
If
on
y'all didn't
TikTok
hear
too.
that,
I'm
that
trying
was
to get that together.
TikTok is a
Cause
little
I don't
different.
know.
We
It's
ain't really
hard.
one thing at a time, one social media platform
So
at a time.
follow me, follow me on Instagram, y'all, at Miss Milan Moody.
Yes, very good. And as always, y'all know y'all can follow the pod on Instagram, Facebook, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or YouTube at IYKYK with Brett on all platforms. But let's get into this video because Miss Girl kind of got on my nerves, low key. Because women, correction, some women are not like that. But I do know some women that are like that. So I'm kind of like on the fence of what's really going on. Would you say that you like, or would you say it's okay for your man to like other females' posts on Instagram or any social media platform?
I think it depends. So I would hope that my partner doesn't struggle with lust, because if you have a man that lacks sexual discipline and you go on his social media profile and look at his followers and he's following a bunch of BBL baddies, porn
Hello,
stars, OF shorties. I love y'all down. I'm
Lo-
not, but what I'm
love the
saying
women,
is like,
love the women.
that kind of content, if he's consuming that, then I already kind of know that's going to be a problem. So I wouldn't even get involved. But if he has like women in his life and it's just like genuine support, I don't mind it. He better be supporting me.
Wait,
But
wait, wait, wait. Say it again.
oh,
Repeat
he
that.
better be he better be supporting me.
Thank you.
You better be my number one fan.
Hello, in life, on everything. You better be following all the platforms, all
Right.
of them.
And so, I just think that like I don't get too crazy about it, but I have been on the receiving end of people being in relationships and in my DMs talking crazy. And I didn't even know, like, so you go and research and stuff. I'm not like
Yeah,
that kind of woman, but I'm like, or national girlfriend come around. I'm like, you have your woman looking crazy.
crazy,
Because what do
crazy.
you mean you want to eat my cat at 2 a.m?
Not kitty meow meow. Trying to eat the kitty meow meow is crazy, and you got a whole woman. Insanity, insanity. And let me kind of like give a disclaimer in a sense. This is not about like insecurity. It's solely about respect and boundaries. That's it. Y'all can feel how y'all feel. We're gonna feel how we feel. It's always IYKYK is about my POV and my guest POV, which may not align, but is not the cookie cutter for everybody, and that's cool. Because there is a clear difference between harmless and disrespectful.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the point I feel like needs to be made. Me personally, like Milan said, you can like females' pictures that are in your life, that are like close, your good friends, all of that. But when you're following a bunch of, like she said, BBL bandits and OF girls and porn stars, that's lust. Especially if you're not even liking your girlfriend's posts. That's a little ass backwards to me. And there's always I don't want to say misconception, but it's always the kind of statement that guys make. Oh, I have you in real life, so I don't have to like your stuff. I'm sorry,
But to
what?
me, now you're comfortable with me, and I've seen plenty of women and plenty of men love their partner out loud, whether it's comfortable for them or uncomfortable. And so it's like you're just letting me know you just wanted access to me, and now that you've gotten access, now you feel like you
You
don't have
good? You're
to.
content?
Yeah.
No.
So
The
go
same,
ahead.
like you said, show the love out loud. Like, don't love me behind closed doors. Love me in public. So if you can like these girls who you don't know, like the BBL girlies, if you can like their posts and you don't even know them, what am I here for?
Or even just like people like in your community. I don't know. Some men like to be groupies and fans, and I don't like that because Threads be telling on people. You going on Threads and you see your groupie behind, man. Why are you being a groupie on this internet on Threads? Why
Being a
are you
groupie.
posting pictures looking for other people in Threads? Because Threads just be like 10,000 people and your stupid nigga like this, commented this, and did this.
Yo, social media really be telling on people. Yo,
What do you mean?
really be telling on people. Cause I've definitely seen like just scrolling on IG and it'll say like the first or not even the first like 5 or 6 people that liked it. I'll just be like,
It'd be like
and they
this and
always show you
500.
your mutuals that liked it.
Because
Always.
why are you being a freaky frog? Like,
That freaky frog is ribbit.
because that's what it is.
gotta use that. Freaky Frog, that's a good one. Gotta definitely use that. Um, at the end of the day, I just feel like some men do that for attention, and they always saying like females are seeking attention. But that's really y'all MO, low key. Like,
'Cause you want to be a baddie. Like,
not
goodbye.
not a baddie. Like, I feel like if you're liking, first of all, as we like women like photos. Like I can appreciate a pretty girl. I can appreciate a nice fit, some beat makeup, some good hair. I can appreciate all those things. But I'm not liking these photos with the expectation or like the want of someone to respond or anything. And I feel like that's what men do. Like they be like, oh, if I like this girl picture enough or be on her page enough, she gonna eventually say something. Or no, she's not gonna say nothing.
Because
She's
they're
just gonna
visual
scroll
creatures.
past
Like,
you like
we're
you're another
emotional
number.
creatures.
Men, as we said on the last episode, men are too low key, but they try to mask it with other things. Like we said on, I think it was episode 4, loyalty and other things outside of being emotional. Y'all are emotional too. Y'all just show emotion in a different way. It typically comes out as anger. Or typically comes out as anger. But
Yeah,
yeah, I feel
just
like why are y'all this way? Who created y'all this way? Big G, thanks, but no thanks.
unfortunately the same creator.
Big
Fortunately.
G, thank you, but no thanks. But what was I going to say? Men, I feel like y'all shouldn't be liking these girls' photos. Like y'all giving attention where it's not needed. That same attention and energy that y'all giving a perfect stranger, y'all should be giving to y'all girl. Because when that shoe is on the other foot, when y'all take off those 10s and 11s and 12s and put on those 6, 7s and 8s, y'all be tight. Y'all be upset. Drop a hard eyes under somebody's picture or double tap a picture and y'all see it. It's a problem. Somebody called the popo because it's a problem. Rima, agree, disagree? Rima, we can't hear you. We can't hear you. I think
I
you're good now.
said, I don't know, because I haven't been in a relationship in a long time, so I don't really be paying attention to what niggas be doing. But I would say, it, like Milan said, it would depend on who the person is. Like, if we met in a content creator space or like at a Kabila event and you know other women in your space that do content too and you're liking the content that they do, I think that's different than just, like I said, like in booty pictures and Instagram models. And also the followers like don't look nothing like me half the time. Like if I like you said, like if I'm dating you and no offense, like you like big booty light skinned girls and I'm not a big booty light skin, like if that's all that you like, and why are you talking to me?
No, for sure, because that's definitely in my past has been an issue. Like I'm not everybody's cup of tea, and that's cool. But if what I see that you're constantly liking or speaking of is different than me,
Align, yeah.
like they don't. What am I here for? Because clearly this ain't what you want. You want that, and that's cool. That no insecurity. That's cool, but don't stay with me because I'm different than your normal. Go with your normal, babe. Go with your normal.
I would just echo what Milan said. Like, you can support other people, but also support me.
Support me
just as much, if not more.
Yep.
Then
it should definitely be more. If I'm your person, it should definitely be more. Like if you supporting them 50, 60, 70%, baby, I need to be on 100 every time. Like every time. Any event I throw, any pod I record, like you need to be wearing t-shirts, hats, and buttons with IYK. Okay? Support me twofold. And I don't want to hear like, oh, I didn't know, I didn't see, I didn't know. Because to know me is to know everything that I got going on. So it's like,
I agree.
What'd you say, Milan?
No, I said I agree. I think it'd be like maybe a settling thing for them too, because that's how I take it. Because I'm like, what you think you settling here? Because
You don't have to settle here.
yes, I'm their cup of tea. I'm their matcha nigga. So go do what you gotta do. But it's clear she must be out your league. So now I gotta think like I'm probably out of your league too, and now you're playing with me.
No, you're playing with me.
It
No
be it
lies
feels
told.
sometimes dealing with these men feel like a humiliation ritual.
Wow. Elaborate, please.
I just feel like sometimes they like to embarrass you or play you or okay,
Like
now
the
I have
beginning.
access. Let me see, yeah, let me see what I can do and can't do and what you gonna accept. And it's just
See
like,
how far I can push the envelope.
can you just go be with a man or be alone? Cause do you like women at all?
That's crazy because I've heard that statement so many times. Like, do the men really like the women? Like, do they really like us? Because like people will be in relationships and it's like, if you can't support me, if you can't like love me out loud, if you like none of these things, do you even like me for real? Or am I just a pretty
At that
face or a
point,
fat ass or
that or
whatever?
yeah.
Like, what is it? And I hate to ask the question to like my partner, what is it about me that you like? Because I feel like answers be so generic, like so generic. And it's like, damn, do I gotta reach down your throat and like pull a fucking answer out of you that actually sounds like it didn't come from Chat GP fucking T?
In that conversation, I was like, did you write this or did AI write this? Because don't
Did
play
you
with
write
me.
this? If
Like
you're
I'm
using Chat
intelligent. I know I talk
GPT,
all like funny and stuff, but I really can like I'm eloquent, read, write, and all that. But nah. You sure?
was that your word?
Um,
Look, say it again. Gotta have people read it verbatim now. Say it again. What you say?
are you eloquent? Are you literate? Can you read? Can you write? Did you use
And
Chat GPT or
what do
not?
the words mean? Because you just saying them.
You just saying them.
Oh,
What
like
that
eloquent,
mean?
Because
like
words
you
mean
have good
things.
No.
diction,
I'm
like
talking about the
you
niggas. Talk about the niggas that be
what?
spouting out stuff. Like you said, they be doing, sometimes they be consulting with Chat GPT and they be giving them words. Do you even know the words that Chat GPT is giving you? Do you know
No,
what they mean?
I think some
I ain't gonna hold
people.
y'all though, because I'm a person who has difficulty expressing herself or like putting how I feel into words. I do go to chat to like I'll put my ideas in chat or how I'm feeling in chat and have chat like put it all together without sounding crazy. Like I be
What's the
no,
phase?
because I will my if I just text how I feel, it will be all over the place. Like all over the place. I'll go from like A to Z to P to all over the place. I just need chat to like rein it all in. Rein it all in for me. But literally, they're still my words because they're my feelings. Because I've typed everything. I've typed my jumble of mess and chat just cleaned it up for me. That's it. But
Okay.
if y'all using chat to like fake, put together how y'all feel, that's crazy. That's crazy. If you're not actually saying, "Hey, chat,
Yeah.
write me or put me together something regarding this for this person," you're not doing it. Chat's doing it for you. She's doing it for you. They're eating the animals at this point.
Also, I feel like not to take it there, but spiritually, I think because some men are just absent minded, they're used to be a time waster. Because I encounter a lot of time wasters, and so I'm like, oh, you're gonna waste my time, and if it's nothing a man won't do, he will waste your time and
And
be
that's crazy because you can't get that
mindless.
back.
So, do you think, because you started at the beginning about main man that you bought to Love Jones, do you,
Wait,
well,
did you
clearly,
bring him?
it probably wasn't this time.
Invited him out. He wanted to support me,
Okay.
but I was just like, I was reluctant because I was like, this is like my job, and it is my job in a sense, and this is a part of who I am, and I care about y'all. I do. I'll care about you soon too, boo. But no, in all seriousness, like I care about y'all and the other creators, like friends that I've made and stuff. And so when people see me, you don't see me with like a person. You don't. Because I don't. I'm private. I don't do that. But also too, like I don't like to look stupid.
That's why I was surprised when you said that he was there, because you only put him in close friends, and even in close friends, his face was covered.
So he was
So
like,
I
I
She
was
want to
just
like,
said she
support you.
private.
He was like, I want to support you. And I was like, are you sure? Like, I mean, you know, when I was offered to do the segment and stuff, like I like to respect people. So I was just like, you know, I'm just letting you know as a heads up. And he was like, oh no, I'll do it. I'm like, you sure? Because I feel like this is, I don't want to give the wrong idea. And he's like, are you worried about what people think? It felt manipulative. He's not a bad person. I want to preface that because he's not bad at all. And like we had an amicable conversation, but I knew in my spirit there was hesitation and things. Like I'm always excited for events, but I was dreading it for some reason at first. I just was like, I don't really feel like it. Um, but I knew it was
Is it
something
because
like
it
on my
kind of
heart
felt
about.
out of the norm to bring somebody? Is it?
Well, that too.
Did you
But I,
feel?
like I said, with our dynamic, you never know the outcome, right? You surrender to the outcome, but like certainty is important. I am certain that I know what my end goal is and what I want. It may work, it may not work, but when you are putting yourself out there and you're being vulnerable and you're doing these things, like I'm all in, or I'm intentional, I should say. And if it work, it work. It don't, and that's okay. So I desire to be around people that are on the same kind of time. So if you're like I want you, and you know I want this, but I'm kind of fearful, but you know you don't think I'm fearful, so you must not feel a sense of urgency, or you must not feel, I don't know, but that's not my job. And it's clear that he needed to grow. So I, like I said, I appreciated him wanting to support, but when I said you don't have to come, like maybe I don't think this is a good idea, but I really should have put my foot down. But he's like, no, 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 I'll come, I'll do it, I'll do it, I'll do it. I mean, did I feel kind of embarrassed in a sense? Yeah, because at first he was like, "Oh, well, I would be salty if you picked somebody else," or he felt the ways about the bands. I would get that if we didn't have the conversation that we ended up having literally right after the event. But um I feel like he knew. I God put certain things on my heart, and so I would have certain conversations with him, and it was like he wasn't saying certain stuff. I can't force stuff out of you, but I'm just like, I just want you to just tell me what it is. So I would have preferred to not have had him there and just did my thing. And if we had a conversation, we had a conversation, because now it's just like I done integrated you into my world and into like an intimate part of me. And I did what I did out of respect for you. I chose you and did all that out of respect for you. And meanwhile, you was feeling what you was feeling.
Mm.
I could have picked number two.
Because baby, I was saying number one. I was on number one. Quick little,
That was
Oh, I'm sorry, number three. Sorry. Yeah, I
number
would have
oh,
chose number three. Yeah, I would have chose number three. But quick little kind of insider on what occurred.
I'm
So what is Mr. Don't Irk Me?
please don't irk me.
please don't hurt
Yeah,
me.
had this game or whatever. It was pretty much like a blind date. So Milan was the woman looking for quote unquote a partner. There was three gentlemen. She was blinded. She asked the question she asked, and all the men answered. She chose number one, as she said. Me personally, I would have chose number three, just because I felt like his answers were kind of straightforward, and that's how I am. So I particularly would have chose number three. It sounds like the ladies would have chose number two. His voice was really nice. He had a very nice voice. Loved his voice, but I would have three down. Sorry.
I mean, he definitely was spontaneous and stuff. I think I would, like, if I were to. Well, they have my social media. If they want me, they can reach out.
She said what she said.
But
She said what she said.
I did
How
get to
long have you
see like
been? I was gonna say, how long
what.
have you been talking to the general fella?
So it was about like 2 months. So here's the thing, because I don't want to sound crazy, but because of my spiritual beliefs and because of what I want and things like that, I'm not saying that you gotta rush things with people, because it's about intention. But I was with somebody for like half of my 20s and wasted all of that. I will never get that time back.
No, and those are crucial
No.
times. The
Yeah.
20s, crucial.
So I stopped So I used to be a rapper. So my name was Black Bulma. So some people know me as Bulma. So I used to rap. I used to model. I used to do a lot of stuff. And so I was blowing up. I was popping, all this. And then I got into that relationship. And this isn't to blame him either. Once I got with him, I just stopped and fell off the face
Everything.
of the earth. Then just did it. And I just, oh, we're gonna figure it out. We're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, and this and that. And then I just got tired. I was like, wow, life has gone by. I have not done anything. My peers that were in the industry, they're doing these things, and I was just like, wow. So I did a rebrand. So now I'm Milan Moody. But, I knew now that I'll be 29 this year and I'm going to step into my 30s. I'm not repeating that. And the thing is, men are simple. You know what you want within 6 months. Not saying
If
that you're
not
going to marry
before.
and do all that in 6 months, but you're going to, I'm going to lock this in. I was
Hmm.
supposed to get engaged last year. I was dating a pastor.
Shout out to the best.
And by month 3, it was like, okay, I want to sit down. I want to be exclusive with you. But this is kind of my timeline for like marriage and kids. I was fine with the marriage part. We probably would have got married by now. But it was the kids within like, we probably would have had a baby by next year. I was like, mm, I'm trying to create content. I don't know about that. So we ended up parting ways and stuff. But he was intentional. I don't. He knew whether he was scared, vulnerable, and all that. Of course, we're human. But despite all of those fears, I know, regardless of what happens, I'm going to do this, and that's what I desire because we all are doing that. Unfortunately, that he was just like, I like you, I want to be with you, but I gotta grow, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, and da da da. And I don't want you to wait for me. I was like, oh, I'm not waiting for you.
That just grinds my gears. Like,
This is
why?
newer guy. Just,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
just
this is the guy.
okay. Sorry, go ahead.
But it's kind of like it grinds my gears because it's like when you enter the dating world, why are you entering the dating world if you're not already in a space where you're ready to truly be with someone? Like to say, "Oh, I want to be with you," but that but shouldn't even be there.
When we were
Like,
having
what are
the
you here for at
conversation,
that point?
eh, so as we were leaving, I just said like, like what are we doing? Because
And
like
that's a valid question.
yeah, like what are we? And I was just like I care about you, I like you and stuff, and I'm not saying, oh, like cuff me tomorrow. That's not what I'm saying, but like you're like all over the place right now, and you have a lot going on. But again, I was saying these things. I was like, hey, I'm going to give you some space because I don't think you. Oh, I don't need space. I don't need. I'm like,
When
but
clearly you do.
you're struggling to show up. Not a horrible person. He was decent. He was a good. He was a good dude. I'm not gonna lie. But when you have a lot on your plate, and as a man too, 28 is a weird age. I usually date older men. I
Okay.
don't date men my age. So I'm being gracious and mindful, like, okay, you're 28, we're the same age, we're trying to build, we're finding ourselves, we're doing these things. You're working. He's not a bum. I'm not mad at that. But when you're working literally all week and then you're super exhausted and then you kind of really can't show up the way you need to for me and all this, I'm like, well, now I'm settling. I'm just allowing any old thing and I don't want to do that. So as a man, go do what you got to do because I don't want to say he's struggling because that's not. But what I'm saying is I'm not into a struggle love. So I'm not into a we gonna ride it out and grind and do all that. And our aunties
Ride
and
to the
them did
wheels
that
fall
for
off.
us
No.
and told us about that. That don't do it this way. Don't do what we did. Because we dedicated our lives to somebody that didn't have it all together and we were being patient, 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 and he was dangling hope and promise. And then once he got himself together, he left.
Mm.
Yeah.
Talk about it.
I'm not saying there's a different, like, if somebody's truly building something and I see your vision, but you're actively in your vision and you have authority and clarity and organization within your life and you have the capacity for me, I can respect that. I can work with that. But if you don't, unfortunately, have the capacity, and that's okay. So I wasn't, at first I was just like, you didn't need to go. But I was gracious about it. I was sweet. Like, am I a little like about it? Yeah. But I'm glad that we had the conversation because I was like, are you sure we about to do a third month? I just want to know now. I want to know now. And
And
we
I
had the
don't feel like you're
conversation.
wrong for I don't think you're wrong for having that conversation. I feel like those conversations need to be had more, because I forbid, but had you not like kind of put out there what your thoughts were at the time, 7, 8, 10 months, a year could pass, and y'all still in the same spot with no clarity, with no direction, with no vision, with no end goal, no nothing. And that
And that's the
wasted
worst.
time you can't get back, because it's always, intention versus impact. Your intentions can be good, but what impact are you really leaving? What
And
are
that's
what are
what it
you leaving
is.
on me, on my heart, on my mental? You
And
can't
I
just
just said
always
it
be like,
wasn't.
I want to do this, or I'm trying to do this. No, I need to see some action. Some action. Because people always say, words, or actions ain't nothing without words. And vice versa. They go hand in hand. You can't just talk it and not show nothing. And you can't just do it, because then I'm gonna be like, fuck you doing that for? Like, I'm confused at this point. They gotta match. Like, your words gotta match your actions, and vice versa.
And even with the conversation, it was like, no, I really like you. And and I was like, I mean, that's great. Like, I like you too. But I really have to be fair to myself, and I have to honor myself. Like, I understand, and I'm glad that we could have this talk. Yeah, I'm not gonna hurt my feelings, and I'm not like, you're either gonna grow in this space or you're not. But I can't even just say I'm gonna wait and see if you grow and change.
Just twiddle your thumbs. Like, they're just here. No.
I
Can I
mean,
ask
it's
a question?
unfortunate because he really, like, initially he really did apply pressure, and he was very supportive. And when I was struggling with being consistent with content and just certain things, like, he was pushing me, like he was going above and beyond, like, hey, I created this guide for you. Hey, I did this for you. So whether it was finances or not, he still was showing us. But
Yeah,
then
I mean,
life
showing up
started
don't mean money.
happening.
Like, support
Right.
is support.
Can I ask a question? Um, would this conversation have been had if he wasn't at the event, or was it just accelerated because he was there? Like,
So like I said, I was already trying to, like, I was initiating these things. I started off like, hey, when I brought it up, once Theo asked me to do the segment, I said, I don't think this is going to be a good idea. It's a little bit different. But even then, I was just like, I had to think about it. He was starting to go through some things, and I seen things shift. So then I said, you know what? Maybe this isn't a good idea. Once it got rescheduled too, I felt like that was also a sign. So I was like,
right.
I
Yeah.
don't know.
That's
But I
time
was
not to bring
having
them.
right, and so I was just like, I know you want to support me, but I'm just like, I don't know, because like, I don't feel confident in this space.
Mm-hmm.
I don't, and it's not, oh, you treat me poorly and stuff. It's just like, you're going through these things, and I get that, but I don't, I don't want to like give mixed signals and stuff like that. And so but I already felt the uncertainty. I already was feeling what I was feeling. And even like when I posted in my close friends, like literally when I put that picture up, we already were having like a conversation. So that's why I literally followed up. I was like, you know what? No, I'm going to dial it back. I'm going to take a
Mm-hmm.
step back.
Yeah.
Um, but I was trying to have the conversation, but that's why I said transparency is so important. And I get it.
Yeah.
Maybe he wasn't trying to hurt my feelings, or, he was like, no, I really wanted to show up and not disappoint you. But I was like, well, this kind of is disappointing either way. It just, had you not shown up, I would have understood. I actually would have been fine. And then we would just
I
had a
actually would have
conversation.
been better. I would have been fine, perfectly fine, if not better. I like that he wants the support, but at the same time, it's like bringing somebody into yours, like, that's your realm. You know what I mean? Like, that's your realm. So to bring someone on your arm in that space, something that's so like near and dear to you and personal to you, that it's a lot of eyes on
People were
you,
shocked, shocked.
a lot of eyes on you and that person. So it's like people get used to seeing you with that person, and then the moment you're not with that person, it's like, oh my god, what's going on now with all the whispers? So it's like, be ready to.
Friends, I think, and I haven't seen her in a while. She's been doing great things. She kind of was looking at me crazy, like looking at him, then looking at me, and kind of like, so we didn't
Like,
really
girl, who
talk.
this?
We didn't really talk, and I was just like, oh, I don't like this. I was like, something is.
Also feel like you said something about manipulation. I'm not saying that he was intentionally doing it, but if you tell me you want to show up and I tell you you don't have to,
You don't have to. That
please
means no. Don't do
just
it.
do not come. But just listen to me,
Stay home.
please. I appreciate the
Yeah, because
support.
that's it.
You even telling me that you wanted to be supportive, that's enough
I
right now.
appreciate that. Love that. Thank you.
Because it's
But
just
it puts us as women, or not even just women, it puts people in awkward spaces, and like we feel out of place and awkward. As you said, Milan, you kind of felt like, what the fuck is going on?
I wasn't
Yeah,
myself.
you weren't
No.
yourself because
Mm-mm.
you're not used to showing up with a plus one. Like you show
Well, just
up,
like my
mind you, I didn't
homegirls,
even see you on
but
the dance floor. Like
and I
I just
wanted
thought about that. Like
to, and
didn't
I
even see you
wanted
on the dance
I
to,
don't
and I
floor.
like
just
that.
wasn't.
Oh yeah,
I
I don't like
wasn't
that.
because I felt the thing, and that was another thing too. When I expressed, I said I just don't think you should have come because I could feel that like he came with the shift, so he kind
Mm.
of was like. I was like, "You okay?" So that already made me feel like I'm like, "Oh, he's acting
Like
like
it
this and
watered you
doing
down.
this."
It waters you down. And I hate that for you because you are this lively, bubbly, like just walking around and who that type of woman. And it's like for someone to come in your space and like not intentionally, again, it's intention versus impact, but to water you down to the point that you feel out of place at any space or event that you normally dominate is crazy. It's crazy. And as someone that's trying to get to know you, he should have saw that difference. Because I'm pretty sure when you met him, you were this way. And at the event, you were this way. He should have saw that.
Well, I think too with the whole segment and all of that, and then everybody was screaming number two and da 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 da, and then even people approached him and even approached me and was like, "I'm surprised you ain't picked number two." I was just like,
Because I came with number one.
but some people were like, "Wow, like how you?" They were shocked, like how you pull her and da 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 da. And I think he to be in like I guess to be vulnerable or transparent, I think when people feel inadequate and they express that, I understood it, and that's why I said I was gracious about it. And I'm like, I'm not trying to bash and all that because most men will not express that. They won't be honest. They
Right.
won't be like, I'm not. I feel like I'm not enough for you. So he said it. I get it. Okay.
But see, I would have had to unpack that because it's like, why do you not feel like you're enough for me? What is making you feel like that? Is it the space that we're in? Is it me as a person? Is it my personality? Like, what is it?
It's his life right now. Like he works a lot. He literally works 7 days a week.
So then that takes me
Literally,
back to my
he's
original point
busy.
of saying, why are you in the dating scene? Because if you don't have
Well,
time to dedicate to a person, why are you here? Because
asked that
again, you're
like on
essentially
our
wasting
first date, I
time.
think. Yeah, I said that on like our first date. I was like, "You sure?" But I would say that throughout. Like 2 months is a short time, but we've had a lot of conversations, seen each
Two
other.
months is a
So I'd
short
be like,
time,
"Are
but
you?"
it's a long time.
Yeah, I'm
60
like, "Are you
days never
sure?"
came back.
I'm like, "Are you? You sure you got time?" I'm like, "It's literally okay," and like, I want you to do what you got to do. Like I've known, and the thing was too, I think I was very gracious because like I've known him for a long time without knowing him at the same time. Like he's seen me be Black Mama, then take my hiatus, then come out and do all that. And like we were in each other's space. I didn't realize until he like showed it to me. I was like, oh. So I'm like, oh, maybe this is think like he's
I can't.
great. Like I got to see him unfold and all of that, but I kept saying that. I was like, "Are you sure? Are you sure? This is not me being insecure. This is not me being crazy. This is me like having discernment and feeling what I'm feeling and just saying to you, it is literally okay. I would rather we cut it off now and you do what you got to do and if it's meant, it's meant." So, I mean, we're not beefing. I don't think there's a reason to beef. But I mean, the door's not, it's not closed. It's closed but
Is
not
it
locked.
cracked? Okay.
I think, well, like I said I'm not waiting. There's other people and stuff. But if God let me know, all right, go ahead, girl. I did the work
No.
on it. Go ahead. Cool.
Do
If
you think that
not,
he was just
then
he didn't want to lose access to you or the level of access that he has to you? Do you think that that was more so of why he was like trying to hold on versus just saying, you know what? Because as people, we have to be self-aware. We have to be cognizant of, us and other people's lives and spaces. So if you're working, I feel like as a individual, if you're working 7 days a week and you're attempting to build something with this person in conversation, you're naturally going to find out what this person is looking for, what this person needs, what this person's end goal is. And at that moment, when you realize that what you're doing and how you're moving right now is not aligning with what they're telling you, you need to be like self say, you need to have that internal conversation and be like, listen, what we want don't align with my life right now. I'm not saying later down the line we can't, do a 1-2, but right now, because you deserve what you need and what you want as a person, and I know that I can't give you that right now, I have to remove myself.
so last night, so that's what it was. I said, I don't, above all, I said, I want you to be obedient. And the Holy Spirit was just like, I was just, at the end of the day, I just said to him, like, I feel like you're keeping me because you're being stubborn. Because sometimes we hard headed, we like to hold on to things. And I said,
Sure.
please don't keep me around because you're being stubborn. And I said, if I have to walk away, then I gotta walk away. But I'm okay with ripping the band-aid off now, processing and all that, versus, yeah, like you said, it's a year down the line and you just was struggling doing all this and trying to keep up a mask. And I've dated the version of the man that I feel like it was malicious. They just wanted access. It just wasn't nice and all of that. This was like different. I will, like I said, I'll give him grace. I feel like it was different. And even though I initiated the conversation last night, if you ask me, I walked away. But whatever. So he provided, I guess, more clarity today, and we said our things, and he's expressed that, which I did. Like I said, respect and appreciate it, because that's what I said. I don't want to bash him. So he was like, "Yeah, you deserve better, and
Okay.
I can't give you what you need, and even though I want what I want." I got to do what I have to do. And he was like, I really did thought that I had the capacity to show up for you and do that for you. Because, like I said, he started off strong and was doing it. So it fooled me. I was like, oh, okay. But then he was going through stuff, and I was just like, okay, okay, okay. And then I kind of felt myself not trying to nitpick and like repeat, but I noticed some patterns. But I was like, I get it, because he's going through stuff. This wasn't a good time for you. But he was thankful for quite like years. So in my head, once he expressed that, I'm thinking like, damn, I'm probably going to be the problem. Because there was like, I respected this space and appreciated it, because it brought things up in me that I was like, damn, I still got to work on this, because I'm a problem too. Just a little bit.
I know how you feel, love. that's
But
that's the current space I'm in. Trying to figure out
my
like,
therapist
am
was
I the
like,
drama?
girl, get it together. But no, so I was like, all right. I think that's a good sign that if it invokes or triggers growth, that's good. Because I was like, damn, I gotta grow. I can't bleed on somebody. So I think with what is going on, he's like, I see this is affecting you. Like he took, I'll give it to him. He took accountability.
Okay.
Although some of
Because
it,
we
I
are
feel
the
like
new
he was
adults.
just,
Take accountability, please, and thank you.
although
Add
some
it to
of
the
what he was saying,
vocabulary.
I was just like, what you trying to make it seem like I'm going to die without you? I'm okay. I'm all right. Well,
I'm
you
a
know what? I
survivor.
kind of was like New York when she was like, I don't care. I'm fine. So last night I was like, I walked off. I was like, I'm done. I was
Not
booing. I was sad. I'm okay.
not New York in the
I
blue
was
dress.
like, yeah. But
Maybe
I'm
not.
okay. Like I'm gonna be,
I'm gonna be fine
because
in
it's like,
your face, but I'm gonna cry in the room.
yeah, because no, you ain't gonna see me break down, dang. But I'm not all, but
Yeah.
I'm also not gonna move out of spite now. I'll be like, oh, I gotta shit on him and because I'm not gonna allow this to harden my heart. So I'm just like, you know what? I'm learning and I'm growing, because the old me would have been like, we gotta fix this. I gotta hold on to him, and I'm gonna change him, and we're gonna fix this, and this is gonna go through this, and then now I'm hurting myself and not understanding my self worth. So I'm just like, is this mature? Is this choosing? I gotta put me first.
I gotta put me first. I gotta put me first. Lucius, I gotta put me first.
Okay. I, sometimes stuff don't work out. I was like, damn, I liked you, and I said,
But we
every
gotta be
time I went,
okay with that. We gotta be okay with things not working out. Everything's not meant for us, you know.
I
Some
ain't give
people
no
are
cat
here
up.
here
So,
to teach you things about yourself.
and that's what, and I was like, damn. I was like, and that probably what that's what it was. So that's why I was like, I appreciated it. I feel like it was amicable. I was like, all right, well, you know, I ain't kissing nobody now after this. We can't even kiss. I'm not kissing nobody. Mm. But at least I didn't give
That
up the
that
cat, because
remind
if
me of
I
a
would have given up the
question.
cat, I would have been a mess.
That remind me of a question that got asked at Cabela events. I think you asked, actually, yeah, you asked it of the three gentlemen. You asked like how long, or do they believe in sex before marriage, and if so, like how long they waiting. I didn't like nobody's answer. But I
Well, you know what the
correction, I
thing
did.
is? He
I
actually
like
was
number
telling
three's
the
answer.
truth. I mean, he
Wow.
was, So, not to get preachy, but what I will say is I've done it the other way, and I've experienced things and all of that, and it blurs the lines. Am I saying sex is not important? It is important, but you can also learn. Like, if you can build spiritual, mental, and emotional intimacy, that desire to please your partner and fulfill the sexual needs is going to be there. Now, granted, I can't control if you got a big penis or not, but there's toys and stuff for that. He better take a honey pack. We gonna figure it out. But that can be taught.
Not the
But
honey
I
pack.
did it the route. I did it the route of I had my Scorpio back. When that Scorpio man answered that question, I said, yeah, because y'all think sex is intimacy. But anyways, my ex was a Scorpio. Oh, he could crack me like a crab leg. I was a seafood boil. Okay?
Those
Seafood
Scorpios are
boil.
different. I will say that.
No, I'm done with you. Da-da-da-da. Now I'm delusional. Now I'm delusional. Stupid.
Now she
Stupid.
dignitized.
And so, but
Those Scorpios use sex as a weapon, though. I will say that.
it's
You
sickening.
mad? Let me bust you down. I
It's
did something. Let me
sickening.
bust you down. Like they slick.
But
They slick.
as I grew and healed my relationship with sex and all that stuff, I realized like it is sacred. Not to, oh, I'm pure and holy and I'm perfect, but no, like that's a spiritual exchange. So if you're depressed, struggling and going through stuff, and now I give myself to you, now I'm wondering why am I not getting brand deals? Why is my content not popping? Why am I depressed? Why am I struggling? Why am I feeling obsessive now? Because you out here doing me, Keisha, and whoever else, and I'm feeling her stuff. I'm feeling your brokenness. I'm feeling this craziness. So,
Your brokenness is insane.
but you when you lay with a
The
broke
box
nigga
is
with
like an
good dick,
empath.
I
Yeah,
am. You lay
yeah.
with a nigga with broke dick, you're going to be broke. Bro, I'm not. I cannot talk.
Maybe is she lying? Cause I don't know. I don't know if she's lying.
Seen
Luckily for
women
me,
take
I'm always gonna get to a coin. So broke dick, rich dick, whatever you want to call it, Brittany's money
a
is
man.
always.
What? Look, if I was a man with good dick, I would have a place to stay. I would have a car. I would have good credit. I see women do it all the time. Oh God, the Lord knew not to make me a man because, well, I wouldn't even
I see that all the time.
mistreat women like that. But if I did mistreat, to be a man, I love being a woman. But to be a man, they have an advantage if they have a big old King Kong downstairs. You push the right button in a woman. Yeah, daddy, you can have
A
whatever you
crazy one.
want.
Yep. No lies told.
Things about him.
Been
My one
there, done
ex,
that.
I was going to set his crib on fire, dog. Yo, some of my favorite eaters brought the worst. You ever? Let me. Am I allowed to be a little explicit?
You, baby, this is a safe space. You can be you.
Have you
Period. If they don't
ever
like it,
had back
they can
shots?
turn it off.
Have you ever had back shots and got your toes sucked at the same time? Because
I'm not bad.
from this boy, oh my lord, he wasn't like a boyfriend, but we were just doing it. He had me hitting me from the back and sucking my toes at the
Look, I'm
same
trying to
time.
get into the position. I'm like, wait a minute, from the back.
I was like a pretzel, but I didn't even know my body could do that. But he just was doing it, and I just was like,
Mind blown. Cause bitch,
he wasn't. What did he have to offer me? Not a damn thing. I think
I'm gonna
about
have
him
to get
from
on my
time
bed
to
at some
time.
point and try that. Like, is that possible for me? Because I'm
And
a
you
little
know
long.
what? I've, in my requirements for a husband, you got like feet. Your dick gotta get hard when I put an anklet on, and I probably gotta let that. I never. He was like, so I would get anklets because he just be like, what anklet you wearing today? So now that I've given my life to the Lord, I yes, I took a vow. I'm waiting till marriage. The Lord knows my heart, and I have been very intentional in my prayer life. You have to say everything. Yeah, he going to have some. He going to take care of me. But I was a freak before, and
This is not made up. This is all true.
I must have put that on my head because I do not remember that. It's like I'm just hearing it for the first time.
Maybe I'm a
he
little
just
jealous because I ain't never had that. Like,
and he just it just was crazy. Like he just I should have never. But yeah, some of my favorite eaters just were not okay.
What was his
Like
sign? Was he a Scorpio too?
right, I was gonna say, what was this time?
this man, I think he might have been an Aries.
Hey, one of them too.
I think
I have never.
yeah, and
That
he
baby daddy
just
man is the Aries.
and it was so big, I couldn't even handle it. I really couldn't. He made me feel bad about myself. He was like, "Yeah, it'd be hard for me to do it because girls can't take it." And I'm thinking like,
I'm
he
a
was
G.
not lying. He was not lying. I did whatever. I did deep breathing, exercises, whatever I
Deep
had to do.
breathing to take the dick is
Because why is it
crazy.
like that? Why was it that big?
He was blessed. He was blessed.
Sometimes it's just too big though. I
It
can't
just
do
was too.
that.
It really was. Because then I'll be like,
If
"Can you
it's
relax?"
hurting, that's one
Right?
thing. But
He'll be
Can
like,
like,
you relax?
"That's what I said." But it's a spiritual thing because he would
everybody
turn
calm
into a
down.
different
Everybody calm down.
person. He would turn into a different person. I was like, "Oh, this. I don't think this is right." I ain't know the Lord yet, but I was like,
He on demon time for
"Because you,
real.
you
But
would."
listen to what she just said. She said that he said, "Girl, a lot of girls couldn't take it." So he probably has like major like sexual frustration that he's like trying to find the person that can
You can tell.
to
I
tear
was
that
gonna
ass up.
say. You can tell. That's why. That's another thing. I've asked men, do you masturbate frequently? What kind of toys do you have? Because I was dealing with a. Anyways, excellent eater as well.
Baby, my
But
antennas
we
went
were
up.
doing it. We were doing it for like 2 hours, and he was stroking me that whole time, and I was like, "This is a lot. Like
This is
you're
not
not done."
normal.
So he left me in his house, and while he went to work, I'm one of those niggas can't kick me out the house, so let me
Okay,
stay in the
period.
house.
On the
Cause it
work,
was
boo.
him. So I was looking through his stuff, and I found a white coochie vacuum.
Not a
So it was
side
a
team.
flesh. It was a fleshlight with a vacuum, but it's like, why couldn't it be a black coochie? But that's neither here nor there. I was like, whoa, what is this contraption? And I stuck my finger in it and pushed a button, and it's like, and I was like, oh, no wonder why. I can't compete with that. I can't compete with
With
Chat
non-stop.
GPT
Like what?
3000. I was like, oh, he's a freak. You're actually sick. And then he was in his bathroom. There was a pregnancy test in there.
What did he get into? I am
Do you know?
what?
Do you know? The bitch came to
Milan, my girl, baby.
through some stuff.
Who have
So
you
that's
been
what
dating?
I've learned. Yes. He was like, no, I'm not dealing with her. Da, da, da. I was like, whatever. They was arguing on the phone, and something was like, pack your shit. So I'm packing my stuff.
Jesus came
And
and touched
then
you and said,
she's
"My
like,
girl,
he
get your stuff
he was
together."
like, don't pull up, da 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 da. I'm looking at a wine bottle. He was a big nigga. I was like, all right, I'm gonna crack him with this wine bottle, and I'm going to tear her ass up and leave. But then God was like, girl, what? No. So
You ain't doing
I
all
had a
that.
car at the time. I had him clean off my car because it was snowing. That was another thing. And I got in my car. As I was leaving, she literally pulled up. That's why I said, and this was before I knew the Lord. So the Lord was saving me or working on me. So again, I have done some freaky things. And people don't always know this about me, except for y'all on these podcasts, because I don't always talk about this in real life. Because people, I be like,
They don't need to know.
Jesus, yeah, yeah. So, um, like letting go of that. I don't say I don't have urges, and my friends always be getting cracked, but then I be like, girl, see, that's why you're delusional. Relax.
That's why you deluded.
But um doing that also made this easier because like I said, if I would have had sex with him, I would have been like, no, we're close. This is closeness. I'm not saying that sex isn't a close thing, but that's not like true intimacy to me. True intimacy is like vulnerability, having these tough conversations, enduring certain seasons together. That is true intimacy. And honestly, after a heart to heart, my coochie wet. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
But that I feel loved, I feel seen. To be able to express the parts of myself that maybe I don't always like or maybe I struggle with. I mean, I love all of me, but sometimes I'm just like, ooh, girl, this is icky. But somebody seeing you and saying, you're still beautiful, I still appreciate you, I still value you, and I'm going to cherish this and be mindful of how I treat you because I've shared, you shared this with me. That is a lot more meaningful than be like being physically close to somebody because that fades. So in this dynamic that I was in, we we did that. So that's why I was like, so I was like, "Oh, I told you some real intimate stuff." But that's cool because he told me intimate stuff too. But no, it was different. I felt like we were doing things in a better way. Everybody's dynamic is different, but hearing that man on stage talk about, yeah, it's fucking, then feelings, then this, when you're leading with that, you're right. I mean, she was fat, but
No, and the fit was cute too.
she's cute.
Yeah.
But when that
Who said that?
fades, the guy, this,
The couple that was engaged.
That
Um,
just got engaged
the,
on
the,
his
the guy
birthday?
that was just like Sinners. He was
yeah,
just like Sinners.
once he said that he proposed to her on her birthday, I'm like, don't do
On his
that.
Don't
birthday.
do that.
It was his
I
birthday.
need 2 separate
It
days,
was
babe.
it's his.
His
I guess
birthday.
she's the gift. I don't like that. It's about
Don't
me.
propose to me on my birthday, your birthday, Valentine's Day, Christmas. Because it's not like I feel like it's not special. Like
No, it's
choose a
not.
day. Like take the time to choose a day. Those already holidays, no. And my birthday, please. It's already about me. You
And
proposing,
you
that's about you. No. It's about me.
look, me and
Leave
one
my
of the
birthday
girls, we
out.
were looking like I was just kind of disgusted because I was like, I wouldn't want my spouse talking about me like that. Like, I mean, yes, let them know I'm popping, but at the same time, like, so that's what you think of me first? My body is crazy. What about my heart? What about my ambition? What about my
What about my
dedication?
mental?
What about how I
Mm,
cover you and da 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 and I'm business oriented and I'm successful? None of that. But my
just the
cat,
box.
then the
Look,
feelings,
just
that
kitty meow
means
meow.
you're already I'm like, who you about to marry? Because he's always gonna be leading with that. And that's how my ex was too. I mean, I don't do the astrology stuff no more like that, but that's how he was. So I'm like, I would desire closeness. And he's like, well, I'm giving you closeness by giving you my, and I'm like, but we not having these heart to hearts. I need this. So for me, he was down with that. That was the first thing I asked, like when we were on our date. I was like, are you okay with that? He said, I'm cool. And it's been a while for him anyways. Now, is he talented and some stuff?
Talk about it.
No, that's why we had to stop kissing because why are you touching me like this?
Oh,
But
a toucher? Wow.
I like me a nerdy man. I ain't gonna lie, I like me a nerd because he quiet, timid, he got a little funny walk to him.
Funny walk is wicked.
You ever been talked like I just you
Funny
ever
walk
been
is
talked
wicked.
through a makeout session? Cause
Walk me
I've done
through
some
a makeout session.
blew my mind.
I ain't
Blew
never
my
heard
mind.
that.
I never did
Because I'm in
either.
my mind, I'm like, how are we talking if we're making out? Or are we taking breaks, people? To like
Because he was
talk?
talking to yo, it just
Oh, sorry,
grabbing me,
it just
talking
came.
to me. Then
The plane just
that's
landed.
it.
Sounds like a great time.
I had to go repent because I was like, boy, I'm this close.
Had to go
First
repent.
of all, I had to get myself together because the one time I almost came, and if I would have came, that would have been
Over.
you. He ain't never touched my cat. He has never touched my cat. But that's what I'm saying. The fact that we had all that emotional
Mm-hmm.
connection and then the intentionality, and then I could be vulnerable, and then he would be like, baby, you okay? Consent? You're asking for consent?
That's
But
the level of intimacy that I'm trying to get to, like where, like you say, I can be talking to my partner, or my partner can just be touching, not kitty meow meow, but just touching, and that level of intimacy. I
like
crave that.
he'll fix my hair, or he'll kiss
Like
my
put your hand on the
forehead.
side of my face, like, ah,
He would do
it's
it.
just
That's
certain
why I
things.
said I'm just frustrated. I'm frustrated because he would do those things. I'm frustrated because he's not a bad person. I'm frustrated because he crosses off a lot of boxes, if not every damn box, which I'm like, is this a sick joke?
It's just not the right time.
Right. And
Yeah,
so that's why I said, okay, you ain't had to come, but I'm gonna let that go and I'm gonna forgive you because I know you weren't being malicious.
malicious.
So if it's for us, it'll happen. But I'm gonna surrender it. I'm gonna feel through it. I'm gonna be alone. I'm not gonna lie, because it's not like I'm not like, oh, fuck these niggas and all that. No, I
Like we're
tried.
past that point
I
in life.
I don't do that. I can't do that. But um, I told him, I was like, look, I mean, I can't like be like your friend for funsies because I don't even like people looking at him. And even if people don't look at him, I don't care. This is my little nerd. But um, yeah, like seeing him in the light that I got to see him in, because he don't play games. He's like, he does photography, videography, and like he's not a creep. First of all, the only reason why we ended up talking anyways was because I feel like I had to not throw the oop, but like throw a subliminal, because he was very professional. He didn't even realize that I had a crush on him. I mean, I thought he was gay. A lot of people thought he was gay. Yeah, he's just like, oh, I didn't realize. I'm saying, like, do you need help with anything? And he's like, I'm like, you are
Not
oblivious.
even paying no mind. Like just delusional.
So he
Just in
not
la la land.
really, yeah, like he not. And I've shot with him before, like group shoots and stuff like that. And he's very like, he just not like a typical nigga. And I'm
He don't
okay
hone
with.
in on that.
Oh,
Are you direct when you like when you like someone, or you like, oh, I think this person is cute, whatever, whatever. Are you like direct about it, or are you going to play that like
you
little
know.
girl role?
So you know what I did? So when I was leaving the shoot, you know how you can leave music for Instagram? So on the notes, I put crush. I was like, maybe he'll. So I'm giggling, walking down the street, like, I ain't gonna. And he said he seen me giggling, but he was like, oh, she probably talking to her man. Did you even ask me? What do you mean? So then,
Assumptions.
so I was like, maybe he'll catch on. So then he played a song. He picked a song. So the songs we were picking, and I would listen to the lyrics, and I was like, "Ooh, I gotta respond." And in my head, I was like, "Damn, what if this isn't even for me?" That's how delusional. But
Sick.
the songs were getting more intentional. So then he posted something about like getting ramen, and I was like, "Oh, this is cute." He said, "Oh, well, do you want to go?" And I was like, "Is this a date?" I
It's
didn't
just
know. I was like,
one moment.
but he had flowers. That's why I said he's really sweet. The man would get
I
car
love an intentional
service
man.
to make sure I get home. Even last night, he got me my Uber. I walked off with an attitude. He was just like, "Are you home safely?"
I
But
walked up with
fuck
an
you.
attitude. He said, but there go
But
your Uber. I still got your Uber.
yeah, I was just like,
My safety is
yeah.
important to me, so it needs to be important to you too. Please and
Yeah,
thank
so it's
you.
just like he would check off a lot of the stuff, but like I said, it was really about certainty, and you gotta work through certain things. But I think too, you aren't going to discover it until you're with somebody. I think we always are like, I'm gonna be single and heal and da da da. I mean, you can do therapy, God will work on you, get fitness and all of that, but the real test is going to be when you're with somebody. And I think the thing too is like we kind of mirrored each other in a weird way. I was like, what is this about? Don't like this for me. But at the same time, it made me deal with certain things I had to deal with. But then I realized two things that I would want and not want, and what he had to work on. But it's not my job to heal you. It's not my job to do that. It's not my job to make you have a spiritual relationship, whatever you want to. I mean, we gotta have the same faith, but just in general. Because when I was a new age girly, what I would give niggas crystals. I'd be like,
I'm
yo,
crying. You were
I was a little witch. I ain't gonna lie.
I can't, but I kind of can see you as that. And it's no shade to nobody. We say all of this to say that every relationship has its own rules, right? Again, my POV, it's three people on this pod today. My POV, Rima's POV, Milan's POV. It's always communication over assumptions. Respect should always be at the forefront of everything. A lot of times, and my good friend Courtney always say this: we don't experience us how other people experience us. So we need to be self-aware. We need to be cognizant. We need to be all the things to show up for our person or the people that we're trying to make our person. We need to be all the, show up and be all the things within ourselves before we can be it for somebody else.
And I
Milan, my
think
girl, I'm
that's what it
sorry
was.
that, it didn't work out with this guy, but like you said, if Big G wills it, it's going to happen at the end of the day. You are a beautiful soul inside and out. I am grateful that I've gotten to meet you and, share some really good spaces with you. I thank you so, 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 so much for coming on the show. You are welcome back anytime. Anytime. We're going to collab on many different things, I'm sure, because I'm definitely coming to get a little beat for sure. Bye. Definitely got to get beat.
Or even
Bye
come with
bye.
your facial too, because I do facials,
Oh,
massages, I do all that
and I wanted to
stuff.
start that anyway. So very good. Again, if y'all are not following the pod on all platforms, that is Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, please go do so. Follow on all, follow on one, completely up to you. Regardless, we appreciate the love. Definitely go follow Milan. Milan, please drop your tag again so the people can come follow you.
At Miss Milan Moody, so the Miss is MS, so MS Milan Moody.
Very good. MS Milan Moody. Court and Rima, please, well, Court y'all can't see, but Rima, please drop your tag as well so that people can follow you along with RCC Pod.
Just Karima _ and keeping it court with two T's and
Two
RCC
C.
Pod.
You said that like you had an attitude. As these episodes go on and on, y'all will get to know Rima. She's really a sweetheart sometimes, or sweetheart adjacent.
Why they need
But
to know me?
because we're
You
no,
always
we're
want to be in the mysterious. You know
yes,
how long
No,
like
I've known
girl,
you? You
I
always,
girl,
you're always mysterious, dog.
like she always want to be.
No.
She always want to be rah. Come on, little kitty, calm down, calm down. Like,
Like,
don't. That's
calm
you
down,
be in
funny.
the
little baby.
shadows and stuff. Like, come on, dog.
Oh my god. But anywho, sorry for Rima's outburst. But thank you for tuning in to another episode of If You Know You Know. Cause it's if can't even talk. Cause as always, if y'all don't fucking know, now y'all know.